Welcome to the New Directions Latin America Mexico City question and answer highlights, where leading voices in language assessment share their insights on inclusivity, equity, and innovation. This video is a summary of the full answers on this page. Let's explore key takeaways from our speakers' contributions. Now, let's look at a summary of Cesar Beceto's answers. Cesar highlights the challenges Brazilian educators face in creating inclusive assessments, especially in large classrooms with limited training. He stresses that inclusive design benefits all learners, not just those with specific needs, and recommends giving students choices in how they are assessed. Cesar also emphasizes the importance of socio-cultural context in Brazil and how authentic, localized tasks can improve motivation and fairness. Now let's look at a summary of Gemma Bellhouse's answers. Gemma encourages embedding equity, diversity, and inclusion principles from the start of the assessment design process. She suggests using digital tools like Zoom functions and font adjustments to support learners, and aligning values with partners through clear expectations and training. Gemma also discusses the potential and risks of AI, stressing the need for human oversight to avoid reinforcing stereotypes. She reminds us that assessments shape policy, but without proper classroom support, they can backfire. Now, let's look at a summary of Fernanda Gonzalez's answers. Fernanda shares how educators in Latin America adapt assessments for learners with visual or hearing impairments through one-on-one formats. She notes that while tech has made huge strides, infrastructure gaps remain a serious barrier, especially in under-resourced areas. She warns against over-reliance on international tests for local policy decisions and advocates for more context-specific research across Latin America. Now let's look at a summary of Mariano Felice's answers. Mariano outlines how technology and AI can increase access and fairness in language testing, especially through automated scoring and adaptive tests. He highlights the benefits for remote and underserved regions, but cautions that basic infrastructure, internet access, and digital literacy are still essential. While AI brings consistency and efficiency, Mariano insists that human oversight and ethical responsibility must remain central to its use. Now let's look at a summary of Alan Quesada's answers. Alan explains how Costa Rica's PLEX program offers inclusive assessments by using multiple formats, assistive technologies, and hybrid models. He emphasizes that real-life language use and crisis-resilient access should inform assessment design. He recommends flexible policies, investment in infrastructure, and professional training to support equitable language testing across multilingual communities. Now, let's look at a summary of Damon Young's answers. Damon discusses the barriers faced by neurodivergent and multiply marginalized learners in traditional assessments. He advocates for universal design principles, multiple response options, and better communication of accommodations. Damon emphasizes that socio-cultural biases must be addressed in assessment design, and educators should receive training to fairly evaluate diverse learners. Thanks for watching the New Directions Latin America question and answers highlights. Together, we're building a more inclusive and equitable future for language assessment.